Hello students, welcome to Upside Education. Today we will study chapter number 2, linear equation in one variable. First we will start with the exercise number 2.1. Solve the following equations, in which first question is x minus 2 equal to 7. Here you have to solve the given equation. That means solving the given equation means you have to find the value of variables in given equation. So in this equation, our variable is x. In short, you have to find the value of this variable x. So for that, you have to keep all the constant terms on the right hand side. So here x minus 2 is there. So taking this minus 2 on the right hand side. So if you are taking this minus 2 on the right hand side, it will become plus. Therefore, so x equal to 7 plus 2. Right? Therefore, we are getting x equal to 9. So here, x equal to 9 is called solution of equation. Solution of given equation. Now students, next question is why it is called solution of this given equation. Done? This is not the part of the question, but here you have to study why it is called a solution. What is the meaning of solution? So solution of the equation means the value of the variable for which given equation satisfied. Done? What is the definition of solution? Solution of equation. So what is the meaning of solution of equation? So solution of equation means the value of variable for which given equation is satisfied is called solution of given equation. Done? So here we can say that x equal to 9 is the solution of this given equation. So what is the meaning of satisfied? Next question. So for that, we have to consider the left hand side of this given equation. Done? This is one equation. This is equal to sign. This is known as left hand side of the equation, and this is known as right hand side of the equation. So for this equation, left hand side is x minus 2. Now here it is given that x equal to 9 is the solution of this given equation. So for that, we have to put this x equal to 9 in our left hand side. So replace the value of x with 9. So it's a 9 minus 2. So 9 minus 2 equal to 7. Right? So left hand side, the value of the equation is 7. Now we consider right hand side. So in our right hand side, the value of equation is given, which is also 7. So here we can say that for x equal to 9, the value of the equation for the left hand side and right hand side both become equal. Right? And therefore, x equal to 9 is called solution of given equation. Solution of given equation. Done? This is not the part of the sum. This is for only understanding what is the solution of equation and what is the how it can be satisfied the given equation. Done? Now, next question. In question number 2, we are given y plus 3 equal to 10. Now, our chapter is linear equation in one variable. That means we are given one equation in which only one variable is there. So in first question, our variable was x, while in the question number 2, our variable is y. The variable can be of any alphabet. It can be a, it can be small b, small c, up to z. You can use any variable. So in question number 2, we are given variable as a y. So here you have to find the value of this y. So here y, and taking this plus 3 on the right hand side. Plus 3 will become minus. Done? So we are getting y equal to 7. So y equal to 7 is called the solution of given equation. Done? Why? Because if you put y equal to 7 in the left hand side, put this y equal to 7 in the left hand side, So it's 7 plus 3. The value of the equation on the left hand side is 10 and the value of the equation on the right hand side is also 10. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we can say that the value of y, which is 7, is the solution of given equation. Done? Now question number 3. For question number 3, we are given 6 equal to z plus 2. Z plus 2. So here our variable is z. Now here you have to take this 2 on the left hand side because we require z. So here taking this 2 on the left hand side, it will become minus, it's a 6 minus 2, which is equal to z. Therefore z equal to 4. Z equal to 4 is the solution of given equation. Clear students? Question number 4. In fourth question, we are given 3 by 7 plus x equal to 17 by 7. Now again, the given equation is the equation of variable x, taking all the constant on the right hand side. So we are getting x equal to, now this is one fraction which is positive, taking this positive fraction on the right hand side, so it will become negative, so it's a minus 3 by 7. Now simplify this one, therefore it is x equal to, now here 7 is the LCM, so you have to take the difference of numerator only, so it's a 17 minus 3, therefore 17 minus 3, which is equal to 40 by 7. Therefore x equal to, cutting 7 to the 40, so x equal to 2 is the solution of given equation. Now question number 5. In the fifth, we are given 6x. What is our question? Find the value of the x for which the given equation is satisfied. So here you can see that the 6 is in multiplication with this x. So if the number is in multiplication, if we keep that number on the right hand side, it will go into the division. So x equal to 12, this 6 come into division. It's a 6 divided by 6. Therefore, x equal to, now this cutting 6 to the, therefore, solution of the equation is x equal to 2. Now, question number 6. In question number 6, we are given t by 5 equal to 10. Now here our variable is t. Now this 5 is in division with the t. So if we take this 5 on the right hand side, it will go into multiplication with this 10. Therefore, t equal to 10 into 5. Therefore, t equal to 50. Okay students? Therefore, the solution of the equation t by 5 equal to 10 is t equal to 50. Now next question, question number 7. In 7, we are given 2x by 3 equal to, now here you have to solve this equation in which our variable is x. Now it is variable x, 2 is given in multiplication and 3 is given in division. So what you have to do, you have to keep this 3 in multiplication with this 18. ये जो 3 राइट हैंड साइड पर जाएगा तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन में आएगा, and this 2 is in multiplication with this x, so it will go into the division. Multiplication will convert into division, and division will convert it into multiplication, and therefore our x is, first we take 23, so it's a 2x is 18 multiplied by, but this 3 is in division, so it will go into the multiplication. Now this 2 is in multiplication with the x, it will go into the division. Therefore, your x is 18 multiplied by 3 divided by, so what is the simplification? 2 9 is 18, 9 is into 1.5 equal to y. Now removing these decimal points, so we can write it like this: 16 by 15 divided by 10 into 10 is 100. That is equal to y. What is the multiplication of this? That means exam 90. So 0 with 9. 15 ones are 15 plus 9. So 24 divided by 100. So it's a 240 by 100. 0 0 cut. So it's a 24 by 10, which is equal to 2.4. Therefore, our answer is y equal to 2.4. Now question number 9. Question number 9. We are given 7x minus 9 equal to 16. Very simple sum, students. So here we are given this 7 is in multiplication and this 9 in subtraction. So first you have to convert this minus sign into plus sign by taking this minus sign on the right hand side. So therefore we can write 7x equal to 16 plus 9. Therefore 7x equal to 16 plus 9 equal to 24, and therefore x equal to 24 by 7. Yes, it's a 25. So it's a 25 by 7. Very good, students. Now question number 10. Question number 10. We are given 14y. 14y minus 8 equal to 30. Which is very similar to question number 9. First you have to take this minus 8 on the right hand side and you have to divide this 13 plus 8 it is 14. It's a 14y equal to 13 plus 8. Therefore we can write 14y equal to 13 plus 8. I think it's a 21. So it's a y equal to 21 by 14. This 14 is in multiplication, so you can go into division. It's a multiplication. 7 3s are 21. 7 2s are 14. So we can get y equal to 3 by 2. This y equal to 3 by 2 is the solution of this given equation. Now question number 11. In question number 11, we are given 17 plus 6p equal to 9. So here our given variable is p. Same method. First we have to take this 17 on the right hand side. So plus sign will become minus sign. So it's a 6p equal to 9. 9 as it is. Taking this 17 on the right hand side. Subtraction. 1 positive, 1 negative. So you have to consider subtraction. So 17 minus 9 is 8. And the sign of largest number is 17, whose sign is minus. So it's a minus 8. Now, okay. So here 6p equal to 9 minus 17. So plus minus is there. So you have to consider subtraction. So it's a minus 8. Here students, now we are taking this 6 into division because it is in multiplication with the p. Therefore, p equal to minus 8 by 6. Cutting 4 2s are 8, 3 2s are 6. So our answer is minus 4 by 3. This is the solution of given equation. Now last sum, question number 12. So here we are given x by 3 plus 1 equal to 7 by 15. So again given variable is x. So first we have to take this one on the right hand side. Therefore it's a x by 3 equal to 7 by 15 minus 1. Simplify this one. What is 7 by 15 minus 1? You take 15 as a LCM. This is 7 minus 15. So 7 minus 15 whole divided by 15. Therefore it is x by 3 equal to 7 minus 15. Again plus minus minus. So it's a minus 8 by 15. Now you have to consider this 3 which is in division with the x. So it will go into the multiplication. Therefore, we can write x equal to minus 8 by 15 into 3. So again cutting 3 5 is 15. So for answer x is minus 8 by 5. Clear students? So this is the exercise 2.1 of chapter 2.